Perfect. Okay. So I did the TryHackMe Windows Fundamentals room, the first one. So an introduction to Windows Fundamentals. You can still hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. Introduction to Windows Fundamentals 1. Windows operating system dominance. The Windows operating system remains a ubiquitous platform powering countless personal computers and vast enterprise networks globally. Its widespread adoption makes understanding its intricacies fundamental for any cybersecurity or system admin role. A strong grasp of Windows fundamentals is not just beneficial, but crucial, as it forms the bedrock for advanced security practices, effective troubleshooting, and efficient system management in various professional environments. TryHackMe offers an invaluable interactive learning experience through its virtual machines and hands-on tasks. This practical method allows for real-world application of concepts, ensuring a deeper understanding and retention of critical Windows functionalities. For Windows additions and encryption features, Windows 10 Home versus Pro. The key distinction between Windows 10 Home and Pro editions lies in their security capabilities. While both offer a robust user experience, Windows 10 Pro includes advanced features such as BitLocker encryption, which is absent in the Home edition. This difference is critical for data protection strategies. BitLocker full disk encryption provides full disk encryption, securing entire volumes on your drive. This advanced security feature is paramount for safeguarding sensitive data by rendering it unreadable to unauthorized individuals, even if the physical drive is removed from the system. It's a cornerstone of data defense in professional settings. The imperative of encryption. In an era of increasing cyber threats, encryption is no longer optional, but a necessity. It protects proprietary information, professional data, and intellectual property from unauthorized access, accidental leaks, and malicious attacks. Implementing robust encryption measures like BitLocker significantly enhances overall system security. The Windows desktop and graphical user interface essentials. Your personalized workspace. The Windows desktop serves as the primary workspace for users, offering quick access to frequently used applications, files, and folders via shortcuts. It's designed to be intuitive, allowing users to organize their digital environment for maximum efficiency. It's got customization at your fingertips. Users have extensive options to customize their desktop environment, from arranging icons and adjusting their size to configuring display settings for single or multi-monitor setups. This personalization enhances user comfort and productivity. Goodness. Evolution of the Start menu. The Start menu has evolved significantly over Windows versions, transitioning from a simple Start text button to the iconic Windows logo. It remains the central hub for launching applications, accessing settings, and managing the operating system, continually adapting to user needs. Yeah, because I can remember when the very first one came out, it was way different than now. Taskbar, search box, and notification area. The taskbar management is an efficient taskbar management allows users to streamline their workflow. Options to hide elements like the search box and task view button can create a cleaner, less cluttered interface, focusing on essential applications. The notification area, located on the right side of the taskbar, provides critical status indicators. Icons for the clock, network connection, and action center offer at-a-glance information about system status and pending alerts. A practical tip for users is to right-click on taskbar icons. This action often reveals contextual menus with options to customize visibility, behavior, and access specific functions of the associated applications, enhancing user control. And then we've got the Windows file system, NTFS overview. NTFS, the modern standard. The new technology file system, so NTFS, replaced older FAT, which was file allocation table systems, bringing a host of advanced features crucial for modern computing. It offers superior performance, reliability, and security compared to its predecessors. Key advantages include improved error recovery, support for much larger file sizes, and more efficient disk space utilization. These capabilities make NTFS ideal for contemporary operating systems and high-volume data storage. Some advanced features of the new technology file system are supports exceptionally large files and disk volumes, overcoming previous limitations. It implements files and folder permissions, allowing granular control over access rights. Includes built-in compression and encryption, which is encrypting file system EFS for enhanced data security. Features journaling, which helps in recovering from system crashes and maintaining data integrity. ADS, which is alternate data streams, is a less commonly known feature of NTFS. It's an alternate data streams which allows for hidden data storage within existing files, which this can be used for legitimate purposes. It is also a potential avenue for attackers to conceal malware or sensitive information, posing a significant security risk if not properly monitored. System 32, folder and environment variables. System 32 is the heart of Windows, basically, and it's a critical component of the Windows operating system, containing essential system files, dynamic link libraries, and executables that are fundamental for the operating system to function correctly. Tampering with this folder can lead to severe system instability or failure. The environment variable, the WinDirect environment variable, is a crucial system variable that dynamically points to the Windows installation directory. Like, for example, your C drive or whatever, Windows. Understanding and utilizing such variables simplifies scripting, system navigation, and troubleshooting across different Windows installations, providing a consistent reference point. Navigating and troubleshooting, knowledge of the System 32 folder and environment variables, like WinDirect, is invaluable for both system admins and cybersecurity professionals. It aids in diagnosing issues, locating critical files, and understanding how the operating system manages its core components. This understanding is key to effective system maintenance and security analysis as well. User accounts, profiles, and permissions. Windows employs user accounts, such as the example TryHackMe Billy, which was the example used in the TryHackMe room, to manage access and personalization. Each account has specific group memberships, for example, remote desktop users, admin users, whatever, that define its privilege and capabilities within the system. And then we have the built-in guest account. Windows includes a built-in guest account designed for temporary or limited access. This account operates with restricted permissions, preventing significant system changes and protecting the integrity of the main user profiles. So like read and write and all of those restrictions. NTFS permissions are a cornerstone of Windows security, meticulously controlling who can read, write, modify, or execute files and folders. Yeah. These permissions are vital for restricting write and modify rights primarily to the admins, thereby safeguarding critical systems, files, and user data from unauthorized alteration or deletion. So, user account control and security features. The UAC, user account control, is a fundamental security feature in Windows designed to prevent unauthorized changes to the operating system when an action requires admin privileges. UAC prompts the user for confirmation, even if they are logged in as an administrator. This mechanism helps to mitigate malware by restricting the ability of malicious software to make system-wide changes without explicit user approval, and it also prevents accidental changes. It acts as a safeguard against unintentional modifications that could destabilize the system. So if you accidentally delete something that you didn't mean to delete or something, it'll be that safeguard for that, because you have to confirm it. Beyond the UAC, Windows integrates several other robust security features, such as Windows Defender Firewall, which controls network traffic to protect against external threats, Microsoft Defender, which provides comprehensive antivirus and anti-malware protection, BitLocker, offers a full disk encryption for data protection, as discussed in the previous card. Volume shadow copy, which enables creation of backup copies of files and volumes, adding in data recovery and ransomware protection. So the conclusion and the takeaways that I got from this are the TryHackMe Windows Fundamentals #1 room offers an invaluable starting point for anyone pursuing a career in cybersecurity or system administration. It meticulously covers the foundational aspects of the Windows user operating system, equipping learners with essential knowledge and practical skills. So the solid foundation is gaining a deep understanding of Windows operating system basics. Our core security principles is critical. This room provides the theoretical knowledge necessary to comprehend how Windows functions at a fundamental level. The interactive nature of TryHackMe, particularly with virtual machines, ensures that theoretical knowledge is reinforced through practical application. This hands-on experience is vital for developing real-world problem-solving skills in system management. The skills acquired from this module are not just academic, they are critical stepping stones for various cybersecurity roles, including security analysts, penetration testers, and system administrators. They prepare you for the challenges of protecting and managing Windows environments. And then this room serves as an encouragement to continue exploring advanced Windows security topics and ethical hacking challenges. The field of cybersecurity is constantly evolving, requiring continuous learning and adaptation to new threats and technologies. By mastering these fundamentals, you are building a robust skill set that will prove invaluable in your professional journey. Okay, so that's that. And then I did research on, sorry, my cat wanted to say hi apparently. I did the ClickFix vulnerability, which is a rising threat in cybersecurity. So I just did up a report basically for this as well. Welcome to this comprehensive research report on the ClickFix vulnerability. This document delves into the mechanics, real-world impact, and defensive strategies against a rapidly evolving social engineering attack that bypasses traditional security measures by exploiting fundamental user behaviors. As cyber threats become more sophisticated, understanding and mitigating vulnerabilities like ClickFix are paramount for individuals and organizations alike. This report aims to provide a clear, in-depth analysis of this critical issue, culminating its actionable insights for enhanced cybersecurity posture. Understanding the threat. Okay, so what is ClickFix? It's the new social engineering attack, for one thing. It exploits user behavior because it's a deceptive social engineering technique that manipulates users into unwittingly copying and pasting malicious commands directly into their operating system's command line interface. So like PowerShell on Windows or Bash on Mac. The attack leverages psychological principles such as urgency and trust, making users believe they are performing a legitimate action. Crazy. Malicious command execution. The commands used are tricked. The users are tricked into copying, often appear benign or gibberish. However, these seemingly innocuous strings contain obfuscated code that once pasted and executed, decode and launch sophisticated malware payloads at runtime. This method cleverly circumvents static analysis and traditional endpoint detection. There's been a surge in these attacks. Recent statistics from ESET reveal an alarming increase in ClickFix attacks, with a staggering 517% rise in 2025. This vulnerability now accounts for 8% of all blocked cyber attacks, indicating its growing prominence and effectiveness among threat actors. The rapid adoption signifies its potency as an attack vector. It bypasses traditional defenses. Unlike attacks that rely on software vulnerabilities or direct system compromise, ClickFix's strength lies in its resilience on human error by manipulating users into executing the malicious code themselves. Like you do it yourself, it's crazy. It effectively bypasses many conventional security mechanisms designed to detect and block automated threats or software exploits. The attack vector, so the anatomy of ClickFix attack, three keystrokes to compromise, basically. Step 1, the deceptive lure. The attack typically begins with a user encountering a convincing yet fake prompt within their web browser or application. These lures often mimic legitimate system messages, such as CAPTCHA verification requests or critical software update alerts, or session expiration notifications. The goal is to induce a sense of urgency or necessity for user action. Step 2 is accessing the command line. The malicious prompt then instructs the user to open a terminal or run dialog. For instance, on Windows, users might be told to press Windows plus R to open and run the dialog, or on Mac operating system to open the terminal application. This step prepares the environment for command execution. Step 3, paste and execute. Crucially, the attacker has silently copied a malicious command string to the user's clipboard. The user, following the deceptive instructions, because what else are you going to do, then pastes Control plus V or Command plus V, this command into the open terminal or run dialog and executes it by pressing Enter. This seemingly simple action directly initiates the attack. So the result of that is a covert malware infection. Upon execution, the PowerShell script or shell command typically downloads and runs a more sophisticated malware payload. These payloads are often heavily obfuscated and encoded to evade detection by traditional antivirus software, ensuring that the infection proceeds unnoticed until it's too late. The executed script acts as a dropper or loader for the main malware. So from deception to compromise, the visual representation above, or actually it's here, illustrates the critical stages of a ClickFix attack. Each step is carefully engineered by threat actors to manipulate user actions and bypass security controls. Understanding this flow is essential for both detection and prevention. So it just shows like the different layers and the different commands and that sort of thing. So we got some real world case study. The ClickFix framework targeting WordPress in 2025. In November 2025, security analysts at Sequoia TDR uncovered a sophisticated ClickFix campaign dubbed ClickFix framework. This extensive operation successfully compromised over 3,800 WordPress sites globally, demonstrating the significant scale and reach achievable with this attack vector. Campaign scope: the ClickFix framework injected malicious JavaScript into compromised WordPress sites. This JavaScript was designed to present users with fake CAPTCHA verification prompts, which is a very common social engineering lure. The payload delivery: when users fell for the CAPTCHA deception and followed the instructions, the framework delivered multi-stage payloads. A notable example was the deployment of NetSupport Remote Access Trojan, so NetSupport RAT, granting attackers extensive control over infected systems. So stealth and targeting: the attackers utilized a traffic distribution system to ensure stealthy victim targeting and efficient payload delivery. This allowed them to filter victims based on various parameters, ensuring the malicious payload was only served to relevant targets and evading security researchers, of course. Persistence: the ClickFix campaign showcased the persistence and adaptability of ClickFix attacks. By targeting widely used platforms like WordPress, attackers may maximize their potential victim pool and established a robust infrastructure for long-term malicious operations. This incident underscored the urgent need for enhanced security measures beyond the traditional perimeter defenses. Enterprise breach example is another one: credential theft and lateral movement, and this happened in October of 2025. A significant enterprise suffered a major breach that originated from a ClickFix attack, illustrating the devastating potential of this vulnerability in corporate environments. The initial compromise: the attackers employed ClickFix tactics to deceive multiple employees into executing malicious commands. These commands were disguised within browser-based prompts, leading employees to believe they were performing routine necessary actions. Crazy. Credential theft: the executed commands facilitated the theft of employee credentials. This immediate compromise of user accounts provided attackers with initial access to the organization's internal systems and cloud environments. So then they were able to laterally move. With stolen credentials, the attackers exploited weak internal network segmentation and insufficient east-west traffic controls. This allowed them to move laterally across the network, escalating privileges and gaining access to sensitive resources undetected for an extended period. By then, it's too late. Data exfiltration and ransomware: the culmination of the breach involved extensive data exfiltration where sensitive corporate data was stolen, followed by the deployment of ransomware across critical systems. This paralyzed operations and resulted in significant financial and reputational damage. The lessons learned is that this incident highlighted critical gaps in both user cybersecurity training and the implementation of robust internal network security controls. It underscored that even with sophisticated perimeter defenses, a single successful ClickFix attack can unravel an entire enterprise security posture, just like that. And then we've got malware families that are delivered by the ClickFix attacks. Some examples are info stealers. ClickFix frequently serves as a delivery mechanism for various information stealing malware. Some prominent examples include the Luma stealer, which is known for targeting browser data, cryptocurrency wallets, and sensitive documents. We have the X-File stealer. It's a newer threat designed to exfiltrate a wide range of user data and system info. The Danabot is a versatile banking Trojan with info stealer capabilities often used for financial fraud. Then we have rats, which are remote access Trojans. They're a common payload, allowing attackers extensive control over infected machines. And some examples are Net Support Rat, which is often disguised as legitimate software, providing full remote access and control. Venom Rat, a potent rat capable of key logging, screen capture, and file management. And then Async Rat is a powerful open source rat frequently used for surveillance and data theft. Then we have evasive delivery methods. So this is another way that it gets bypassed. To bypass detection, ClickFix payloads often employ advanced evasion techniques, such as obfuscated PowerShell scripts, which is complex encoding and encryption makes the scripts difficult for security tools to analyze. Steganography, malicious code is sometimes hidden within seemingly innocuous image files, making detection even more challenging. Attackers continuously evolve these delivery methods, underscoring the dynamic nature of this threat. Advanced defenses, detection and prevention, and innovation in defense, because really you're going to have to be a lot more innovative, I think. Securities, I don't know if I said that right or not, but Securities in-browser detector is a significant innovation in combating ClickFix in Securities in-browser detector, which was launched in 2026. This tool actively monitors clipboard cut and copy events, or copy and cut events within the browser environment, intercepting potentially malicious commands before they are executed by the user. Pre-execution analysis. It performs a rapid pre-screen for script-like content on the clipboard. So advanced deep parsing and deobfuscation techniques are employed to identify hidden malicious intent. And it has a high detection rate. It demonstrated a 96.6% detection rate against 1,475 real-world ClickFix samples, proving its effectiveness. And of course, user education and awareness. That's a big one, I think. Given ClickFix's reliance on social engineering, comprehensive user education remains a cornerstone of defense. Employees must be trained to recognize common social engineering tactics, such as suspicious prompts and unexpected requests to use command line tools. So regular training on phishing and social engineering, I think, is probably pretty crucial. Emphasizing verification of unusual requests, and cultivating a culture of skepticism toward unsolicited instructions. Yeah, people need to not trust everybody so much. Robust network controls. Beyond user awareness, strong network security measures are essential. Implementing zero-trust architectures, strict network segmentation, and real-time traffic monitoring can significantly mitigate the impact of a successful ClickFix's compromise. So with zero-trust policies, verify every user and every device, regardless of their location. Network segmentation the idea is to limit lateral movement within the network if a breach does occur. Traffic monitoring is proactive detection of anomalous traffic activity. And then some adaptive security tools too, like endpoint detection and response and email security solutions must evolve to address user-initiated attack vectors. Traditional tools primarily focused on file-based malware or network intrusion, but ClickFix requires a more nuanced approach. tests like behavioral analysis to detect unusual command line activity, integration with clipboard monitoring technologies, enhanced email filtering for sophisticated social engineering lures. The human factor and the future of the ClickFix defense. Exploiting trust and urgency. The fundamental strength of ClickFix lies in its ability to exploit the human factor. Attackers meticulously craft scenarios that induce a sense of trust or urgency, compelling users to override their natural caution. Awareness campaigns, emphasizing critical thinking and verification before action, are therefore invaluable. Leveraging AI and browser-based detection. The future of ClickFix defenses increasingly relies on advanced technological solutions. AI and machine learning are being deployed to analyze user behavior patterns and clipboard content, intercepting attacks in real time before malicious commands can be executed. Browser extensions and integrated security features will play a crucial role in this pre-execution defense. And actually, I'm working on something for this right now, a tool, a browser extension, maybe help with this. Continuous threat hunting and incident response. The dynamic nature of threat frameworks like iClickFix demands a proactive approach. Organizations must invest in continuous threat hunting capabilities in order to identify the novel ClickFix variants and maintain robust incident response plans to rapidly contain and eradicate any successful breaches. Regular simulations and tabletop exercises can strengthen these capabilities. And a collaborative security ecosystem effectively countering ClickFix requires a concerted effort across the entire cybersecurity ecosystem. Collaboration between security vendors, enterprises, and individual users is crucial for sharing threat intelligence, developing innovative defenses, and closing the gap that this sophisticated social engineering attack exploits. This collective approach will foster a more resilient digital environment. So in conclusion, combating ClickFix requires a multi-layered approach. The ClickFix vulnerability represents a significant and escalating threat in the cybersecurity landscape. Its stealthy, user-driven nature, coupled with its ability to bypass traditional defenses, makes it a potent weapon in the arsenal of cybercriminals. As evidenced by real-world breaches and the iClickFix framework, its effectiveness against even security-aware targets is undeniable. A truly resilient defense against ClickFix demands a multi-layered strategy, which can include the deployment of advanced technological solutions like in-browser clipboard detectors, continuous and comprehensive user education, of utmost importance, I think, the implementation of robust network controls such as zero-trust architectures and segmentation, and the constant adaptation of endpoint and email security tools. Proactive research, ongoing innovation, and a strong collaborative effort among all stakeholders in the cybersecurity community are not just beneficial, but absolutely critical. By working together, we can collectively address this evolving threat and ensure that we fix the ClickFix vulnerability before it fixes us, honestly. The future of digital security depends on our collective vigilance and proactive measures. And that's what I got.
Do you have any question you want to ask?
No,
Malaysia, I think you have already learned from the first session that we were doing.
Yep. Yep.
Because your research, there wasn't so much that I can ask a question. And for the
Yep.
lab part, I don't think I have any question from that. For the research, how can this click fix can be delivered to the user?
How can it what? I didn't get the last part.
What is the delivery method for this vulnerability to be delivered to the user?
There it's like they're using the clipboard for one thing. Clipboards injecting like malicious prompts, I think. It's one way anyway. And it's social engineering, so obviously it's speaking with the users and getting information from the users by like creating a sense of urgency. So, and that sort of thing. I think that's what you meant.
Okay, let's talk about the browser. You said it could be delivered by the browser through the clipboard method.
Yeah. Yes.
Some websites have the feature where we can cut copy paste to the website like the Google Docs and Office Online.
Yeah.
Can those be used to deliver the ClickFix vulnerability?
Um, I th- I don't. I think so. I can't see why they wouldn't be able to be. Yeah, I think so. I could be wrong, but I think so.
Okay, let's talk about iClickFix framework.
Okay.
These were discovered by Sofira TDR, correct?
Yeah.
This was a extension like the browser extension. How can it is being published on the Chrome Web Store, on Firefox Web Store. How did they manage to upload the extension to those particular platforms?
Well, they. I think. You mean how did they? You mean how did they? Like, why were they
Uh,
allowed to? Or
no, how did they?
well, they put malicious malware into the browser extensions, didn't they? I think.
When we make any extension for the Chrome uh, for Firefox, they will check the extension before uploading it to the marketplace.
Yeah. 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 That's right. That's true. They do.
Yeah,
So
so
I
how?
don't.
Okay, okay, I do. This ClickFix is considered a vulnerability because it was the first early stages of social engineering malware attacks, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If a user is infected with this vulnerability, how can they escape it? What are the mitigation strategy?
I don't know. I do know. Just give me 1 second here. No, you know what? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. In all the research that I saw, I don't know if it even said that anywhere. Can you tell me how?
This is the first thing will be, as a enterprise, we will check the monitors. That will be the enterprise one. But for our
Yeah.
normal user, whenever this types of vulnerability occurs, the first we will need to check the registries.
Yeah.
We
Okay. That
have
makes sense, actually.
four type of registry in the Windows: the HKLM, HKLC. Most of the things will be stored on those. Also,
Yeah.
the
Okay. That makes sense.
best method for people who don't know a lot of things about the computers. They are generally new or they are old to understand the new technology. The best thing will be to clean wipe their PC.
Okay. Yeah.
Now let's
So
talk about the
start over,
enterprises.
Brenda.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the enterprises things. You are a CTO in an organization and you have noticed that this vulnerability is infecting your system and networks. How will you mitigate those?
I don't know. I'm trying to think what the first step would be, especially in an enterprise.
You have all the tool that is available in the market for enterprises.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm drawing a complete blank here for some reason. I don't know. I was a little nervous, I think, doing this in the first place. Can you tell me so I know?
We will proceed with the first step of IR response or the incident response. Isolate the network completely. The infected path should be isolated.
Okay.
And
So
after that, we
isolated.
will just follow the IR playbook step by step.
Okay.
Now, for user side, how would you simulate or aware the users about this ClickFix vulnerability?
You could do like tabletop exercises. I've noticed out there there are like ways. Say the CEO of a company can basically. It's not really tricking their employees, but kind of just to see if they would fall for it. The social engineering attacks, stuff like that. I think you could start with that anyway.
That will be for the basic phishings and other type of phishings. Just particular for this ClickFix.
Okay. Um, I'm not really. I don't. I'm not sure.
In your research, you have mentioned about this vulnerability, how it affects the users. The answer is hidden in those.
Leveraging AI and browser-based detection. I guess probably right.
That is for the systems. We are talking about the
So that's.
user side.
I don't know. Like user awareness, I guess, because they exploit like the human factor, like it says. They induce a sense of trust or urgency, especially the urgency, because it compels the users to override what their natural thought process is on it, right?
Yeah, that is a one thing. Another thing could be you mentioned it was a clipboard extension, like the iClickFix vulnerability, correct?
Yeah.
What we can do is we can simulate a clipboard awareness program. If a user uses CTRC or CTRV, they can be said you are being compromised.
Yeah.
And the second thing could be the marketplace. We will tell the user only download the extension that are approved by the IT sector. If the IT team hasn't approved this particular extension, don't download it. That could be for the human
Why
side.
do they even make it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you
Why do
saying?
they even make it? Why do they even um, allow marketplace to do that when before things have been checked over by the IT department? Like they shouldn't do that. They shouldn't be able
It's
to download it and
sometimes people, when something is denied or said, don't do that, people will do that. That is the tendency of human mind.
well, yeah, it's true. So, yeah,
That is
if you
all.
tell people to do it, maybe they won't.
No, no, that will not happen. If you are denying someone something to do, it will happen. That is all the
That's
social
true.
engineering that we need.
Yeah, that is true. That's a good point.
In the lab, you talk about BitLocker.
Yeah.
In Windows and Linux, we both have a similar encryption, the LUKS or the loops encryption.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate what is that?
You want me to talk about the BitLocker encryption?
No, not the BitLocker. There, we have a BitLocker in the recent Windows updates on the Windows 11 and Windows 10 later update. Before
Yeah.
Windows, we have encryption of LUKS. This is the encryption that is currently being used in Linux also. And on Windows, it is said a legacy encryption.
Oh, like okay, legacy encryption, right? Okay.
Yeah, there is no A in the thing.
But that's the old. That's like we don't use that anymore, do we?
Yeah, but in Linux, this is the default one. And the question is,
I'm just looking it up.
yeah, you can look it up. Why we switch
Yep.
to BitLocker?
I think because BitLocker, I don't know, maybe it has something to do with the actual encryption techniques. I'm not like to it keeps up with the newest technology, maybe.
No, if this is all about encryption, then Linux shouldn't
Hmm.
be allowing the loops encryption right now. They should also be changing it to something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Because it's
also,
outdated, right?
no, you cannot say it uses AES as encryption, the Advanced Encryption Standard. So
Advanced. Yeah.
it isn't outdated.
Okay.
When you were working on the server side as a department or in the development side, and it is on the servers, we will be seeing the LUKs. It will be not the BitLocker, BitWalden, or any of those encryption. The reason is simply when we are doing it through BitLocker, BitWalden, they are proprietary. Our data are being stored to the organization that owns the things. But in loops, what we do is we basically create an encryption key and we secure the hard disk locally. No one can access your hard disk data without the decryption key.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why you have seen from the Windows after Windows 8 where Microsoft were going all proprietary, they changed it to BitLocker and everything.
Yeah, that's in Microsoft or Windows um, Enterprise, right? Or Pro. I don't know that it's in the actual home version.
No,
Is
home
it?
doesn't have it.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't think so.
Okay, then I think this session is over. Thank you for both of your presentation. You can stop
Thank you
sharing your
very much.
screen.
Okay. Well, here we go.